Yo, what's up everyone? MKBHD here. We've all been there. You're trying to access your Hikvision DVR and BAM! You're hit with the dreaded incorrect password message. Maybe you haven't used it in a while, or perhaps you inherited it and never knew the password in the first place. Don't trip. It happens to the best of us. The good news is there are a few ways to reset your Hikvision DVR password and regain access to your footage. In this guide, we'll break down each method step by step, from the simplest to the slightly more technical. Whether you're a tech whiz or just getting started, I've got you covered. Let's dive in. The first and easiest method is using the built-in security questions. This only works if you set up security questions when you initially configured your DVR. Start by powering up your DVR. When you see the login screen, look for a forgot password or reset password link. Click it. The DVR will then prompt you to answer the security questions you set up previously. Answer them correctly and voila, you'll be able to create a new password. Remember to choose a strong password that you'll remember this time, but also something difficult for others to guess. Write it down somewhere safe if you need to. If you have an older Hikvision DVR model, you might need to use a good file to reset the password. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. First, you'll need to find your DVR's serial number and the date it was first activated. These are usually located on a sticker on the DVR itself.
Next, contact Hikvision support. You can find their contact info on their website. Provide them with your DVR's serial number, activation date, and a brief explanation of your situation. They'll generate a unique guide file and send it to you.
Once you have the good file, save it to a USB drive. Plug the USB drive into your DVR and follow the on-screen instructions. The DVR will use the GID file to verify your ownership and allow you to reset your password. This method is handy for older models that don't have the security question option. Section 4, Method 3, SADP tool to the rescue. For newer Hikvision DVR models, the SADP tool is your best friend. It's a free utility provided by Hikvision that simplifies network device management.
Download the SADP tool from the Hikvision website and install it. Ensure your computer and DVR are on the same network. Run the SADP tool. It will scan and display connected Hikvision devices.
Locate your DVR and note its IP address. Right-click on your DVR and select Export to generate an XML file. This file contains your DVR's information.
Go to the Hikvision password reset webpage and upload the XML file. Download the reset file and save it to a USB drive.
Plug the USB drive into your DVR. The DVR will detect the reset file and guide you through the password reset process. Section 5, Method 4, the hardware reset last resort. If all else fails, there's always the hardware reset option. This will erase all data and settings, returning your DVR to factory defaults.
Ensure you have a backup of important recordings. Power off your DVR and locate the reset button. Use a paperclip to press and hold the reset button for 10 to 15 seconds. A beep or light flash indicates the reset process has begun. Release the button and power the DVR back on. It will boot up with factory default settings, including default username and password.
Remember, the hardware reset is a last resort. Section 6, Important Notes, Firmware and Data Preservation. Before wrapping up, let's talk about a couple of essential things. First, keep in mind that the exact steps and options might vary slightly depending on your specific Hikvision DVR model and firmware version.
If you ever get stuck, referring to your DVR's user manual or contacting Hikvision support is always a good idea. Second, always be mindful of data loss. While the first three methods generally don't affect your recordings, the hardware reset will wipe everything clean. Back up your data regularly to avoid losing anything important.
Finally, documentation is key. Once you've successfully reset your password, immediately create a new strong password. Write it down or store it securely in a password manager. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. And that's a wrap. I hope this guide helps you regain access to your Hikvision DVR. Remember to subscribe for more tech tips and tricks, and I'll catch you in the next one.